Welcome back to the City of Doors.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Sigil Confidential. Once again. Ooh, I need to turn that down. That's loud as heck, isn't it? That's not immersion breaking at all. Suddenly, doo doo doo. So, welcome everybody. It's good to see you all here. Thank you for returning. Thank you for watching. I know we left off 2 weeks ago in a pretty exciting predicament.
Yep, and I have another recap for that if you would like me to go ahead.
I'd be honored. Please, go ahead.
All right. After a brief health check, a halfling began to approach the crew. Jimmy immediately restrained him on suspicions that he, too, could be another of an Oblex's simulacrums. He tried to convince the crew of his identity as Fecklesmith, the 200-year-old halfling courier who went missing in the cage so long ago. But no one was having any of it until they saw him bleed. One small nick of his thumb that actual blood, not red ooze, came out of, and the crew was ready to cooperate. Before they could get any information from him, though, Master opened a piece of parchment that he sneakily took off of Fecklesmith, giving most present severe acid burns on impact and melting poor Fecklesmith on sight. Exasperated and exhausted, the decision was made to rest and regroup. But can our crew ever really catch a break? A parasitic ooze clung to Jimmy as they were prepared to press onward after resting. After resting it free, caution became the name of the game as a woefully fatigued paragon of stealth, Master, along with his goofy flying snake companion, scouted ahead. What was looking like a comedy of errors did allow them to preempt a surprise from an approaching Illithid and subvert a lot of potential harm. The Alhoun and the end to all of their woes appeared to be in sight as two large archways became visible in the distance. Draken snuck up, prepared to launch a surprise attack with a very destructive opening spell, but as he cast, the magic fizzled in front of his very eyes. Draken was face to face with the Beholder. He told everyone to run while he tried to stall the Beholder, asking it questions and trying to get a response. It simply toyed with Draken, telepathically tossing him around like a rag doll while making the walls come alive with tendrils to ensnare the escaping crew. Jimmy stepped out of his hiding spot, where he, too, was making sure that everyone got out safe ahead of him, to try and use that silver tongue to win Draken's freedom. Come to find out, Jimmy was who they really wanted to see, so the Beholder and its Illithid bodyguards stepped aside to let Jimmy pass. The rest of the crew trickled back up to reinforce Jimmy, but it soon became apparent that the Alhoun was the least of their worries. Jimmy was standing before an Elderbrain, and that is where our session begins.
Nothing like a little elder brain activity there. So, I know Jimmy was preparing to step forth,
Indeed,
as directed. And here, let me, I should get the map up on the screen for the folks at home, huh?
Might be a good idea, yeah.
They're probably going to want to see that. I mean, I'm not going to blame them.
Hey, it's fun times. Everybody should appreciate the real serious number of mind flayers surrounding us.
There we go. Now everybody at home can see what you're looking at, too. There you go, people at home. Nothing to worry about at all. Right?
Nah, never. Never, never.
All right. So, Jimmy, you were stepping forward. I think that's where we left off.
I was. Let me do some more of that stepping forward, actually.
Yeah, go on.
Blanc. Draken as well. I'll be piloting Draken for the moment, dear audience.
This is true.
How many mind flayers?
And Ginkgo's trying to give you guys a setback.
Have you looked at the map?
No, that's exactly what I'm looking at. How many? I'm pretty sure these are friends.
So yeah, a large vat ahead of you, nestled amongst the pre-existing structure. Inside, of course, you can see this weird amalgam of just nervous tissue, basically just pulsating and kind of undulating within, with these large tentacles coming out and kind of moving about the place on their own. The thing is enormous, like just awe-inspiringly large, flanked on either side by two no-nonsense looking illithids.
Jimmy looks up, trying to find the center of mass of this thing. Yeah, that'll do. And then he says, "Sorry, don't think we've met."
So in all of your minds, unless you have the means to keep out telepathic communication and are attempting to, you hear this whispered cacophony of voices that all kind of converge in like a reverse reverb into each word as it forms in your mind. Are you attempting to keep it out?
I don't have to attempt.
Well, are you letting it speak to you, I should say?
Yeah,
Okay.
I suppose I probably should try and listen to the damn thing.
I mean, it's up to you. I won't force you.
Yeah. Only the big guy, none of the others.
So yeah, it says, I have been watching you for some time. Show me your mark.
Oh, it's like that. Well, sure, why not? Flash the thing around town sometimes, just put the spook in people. Jimmy is, he already peeled off his glove, in fact, in our previous session as he was making ready to start doing some very poorly considered bargaining.
This is
So
true.
he just holds up his hand where the hourglass mark is visible.
Question.
Yes.
Is the map accurate as to everyone's location?
Should be.
Okay. Do we all need, like...
If you need to
Move in.
move, you can move.
Can we all get in the same area, or...
Nobody's stopping you.
Okay. Someone's in the doorway, that's what I was asking, if, like, it was blocked, or, like...
Oh, it's like
I physically can't, like...
It's a 20-foot wide arc with a pillar in the middle. You can make it through.
Yeah, Britton was just kind of standing back, chilling.
It's just my icons. My icons are wrong.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, we'll be, I guess, here. Ugh.
Lighten up the room. Nice.
Trying to get, like...
So as you're moving forward, they'll
Yep.
kind of
Close in behind.
close in behind you. And it's all
Well,
good.
it's not like the beholder is any more or less threatening no matter where it is in the surrounding 120 feet.
Exactly right.
Eyes to the ground, eyes to the ground. Treat it like an Enderman. Don't look at it. 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 Don't look at it.
It's alright. He's looking at you. So yeah, you hold your hand up.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna lash out with one of those tentacles. Try to wrap around your arm. Are you going to fight it?
In this particular case, no, unless it decides it's going to make off with the arm.
Okay. So yeah, this tentacle lashes out, and just with incredible strength, it just right around like your elbow and bicep, and lifts you up off the ground, kind of bringing you hand first to the vat. just kind of dangling there.
Yeah, I would be sweating if I was still physically capable of sweating, but in this case, that's an advantage. I'll say Draken steps forward at that.
He would. He would. Thank you for the momentum there, Cranky. You guys got some bonus there.
Oh, thank you.
You get the feeling that you're being, like, not just looked at, but scrutinized inside and out right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's plenty to know. There's plenty to know.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Well, Bryn stepped forward with Draken.
Okay.
I will say that.
Oh, you know what? I was asked to do this. I don't want to forget here. We'll get that going. Since it is terribly appropriate.
Yeah. There's a reason why I shared that. Terribly appropriate is right.
Terribly appropriate. So, Jimmy's dangling there in front of this thing. Everyone kind of steps forward. Nil and Master, the two Illithids behind you, kind of give you like a light shove, pushing you into the room. Step in. And then this guy squeezes through with a squelch.
In his case, it's probably the walls that squelched. He
Yeah,
can do that.
a little column A, column B. I like how everyone's like, nope. Nope. So,
while it scrutinizes me, I would like to make a scrutiny of it. I will attempt to, as best I can, read the poker face of a giant vat brain.
okay. It doesn't have much of a face, but we'll give you a shot. You can always roll, right?
Of course, of course.
All right. So, we'll see. We'll give you insight. Yeah, we'll do insight.
Sure.
Let's see what you got.
16.
16. It's not bad. You're having a hard time gauging what it's doing. Right now, there's no malice in the room. The Illithids are obviously guards, so they're on alert. But beyond that, like this, it doesn't seem bothered by you, truth be told.
Well, it's a little above our pay grade. No malice is a bold claim for a room with a beholder in it.
Yeah. Well, no, from the brain.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
No, I mean, beholders are rough, but we could take one out on its own. It's all the other stuff all together added in that makes it above our pay grade. The Elder
Yeah.
Brain is just beyond. Just no. Just no.
Oh, you guys could take him.
We've entered the bargaining phase of combat.
I don't know. According to Cranky, we've just started the special hentai episode. All right.
No, Jimmy, you won't feel a thing.
So I will say that all of you are more on edge right now than normal. You just like you have this innate paranoia, all of you, that you're being watched, that something's standing behind you, and you turn around, there's nothing there. Like all of you are just you're on edge way more than normal, and not just because of the obvious situation. It's like your mind is not as cozy as it normally should be. So it eventually kind of it mainly focuses on the mark on your hand. You can tell, like that's what it keeps bringing up to the glass and kind of turning you around in uncomfortable angles before it just kind of lets you go unceremoniously and drops you into the muck below.
Shakes the arm off.
Why have you brought the mark here?
Well, you see, it's attached to my hand. Take it off if I could.
That can be arranged.
Would you take the hand with it?
What?
Ah, hell. You and I both know it wouldn't get me out of the debt.
Don't suppose it would.
Now, we're down here, we were chasing a fellow, looked a little bit like your crew, a bit drier, a little more, dead. Yeah.
You chased the Alhoon.
Is that what they call those? There's so many liches out there, you know?
But why?
Well, it's been up there, taken a good shot at killing several of my people, succeeded once. I'm on the job as well. I suspect it has had a hand in quite a few deaths up on the surface. May not mean too much to you, but they take it somewhat seriously up there, and they tend to put me on the case.
And yet, you still don't know what's happening, do you?
Nah, that's the sort of thing that tends to work itself out in the last little bit of any good investigation.
Tell me, investigator, what do you think is going on?
Magic. Unfortunately, which is what puts it so far beyond my usual expertise. Some damn fool either wants to be a god or wants to kill one, and is making a bunch of breaches up there to various planes.
Oh, yes. Like this. And one of the tendrils comes up from the muck holding a memer, and it starts saying, "I am in hell. I am in hell. I am in hell. I am in hell," and he crushes it.
You been shopping around in my house? Exactly like that, yeah.
Who do you think put that there?
Ah, these are the questions. These are the questions, my friend. Had some suspicions, but they just haven't played out exactly how I'd like.
And what if it was me?
Well, first I'd have to ask you whether you put the body underneath it as well. And if you didn't, I would thank you for leaving me such helpful evidence.
Did it have a head, investigator?
No, none of them did.
None of them
Damn
had
shame.
a brain intact, did they?
Not a one, which kind of put us in you guys' direction fairly early on.
As you say that, the guard next to Draken, you can swear he kind of chuckles with a big tentacly gurgle.
I know that's something of a delicacy around these parts, but there's just so few of you in the city, we kind of couldn't believe it at first.
Well, we all have our goals. The question is, now that you're on my turf, and you've threatened my people, what do we do with you?
Well...
I'll make an insight check on the Elder Brain.
Alright. What are you trying to determine?
I'm trying to actually determine whether he's actually wanting us to get rid of this Alhoon.
Okay.
Whether they are at odds.
Wow.
I might... No, technically, I might have... I mean...
Wow.
Bear with me. One sec. Let me just read some stuff.
Let me
Okay.
double check if
No,
I'm back.
okay. I can ignore that one. The minimum I can make on an insight check, the actual roll would be an 8. So added on to my insight would be +7, so 15 is minimum I can make.
Alright, well, you're really confused, I'll say right now. Like, you're not sure if the Alhoun's working with them, working against them, if they're the ones that have been perpetuating the murders up top. Like, you're just confused. Probably most of you are at this point.
Yeah. Jimmy fortunately has a more direct way of finding such things out. To the Elder Brain. So were you taking the kills yourselves, or were you just kind of, cleaning up free food while it was out?
So, here's the thing. My people were robbed. You may know this, you may not. We're in the process of recouping our losses.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to recoup our losses, certain steps have to be taken, measured, calculated steps, so that a specific item can be created that will allow us to ascend to a point where not even the lady can stop us here at the epicenter of all things. But there is one person that stands in my way, investigator.
Oh, is it me? I hope it's not me.
No, but you're wearing his signature on your hand.
Ah. Well, I really do hate that. I really do.
Well, see, that's...
Nah.
That's
Church,
where...
I'd like to make a roll
Oh,
before
yeah.
he says something.
Yeah,
else.
what you got?
Jimmy, realization coming to him on this particular score, would like to assess the vat for any vulnerabilities.
All right. Goodness.
Just an eyeball scan.
Well, we'll go with
Nothing
perception.
overt.
Just straight perception, because you're not actually... You're looking strictly. Let's see what you can get with some perception.
25.
Very nice. Very nice. I will say it's very structurally sound. You're pretty sure it's not glass that you're looking at. And even if it is, it's very thick. If there were any structural instabilities, it would be where the metallic webwork that comes out from the base through the glass, setting frames that go around it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be where the glass meets the frame. It is filled with some type of liquid, so there is a tremendous amount of pressure inside the tank.
Okay. That's good to know. Please do continue with the Elder Brain threatening me.
Well, see, you're our only connection to him right now. You got a direct line. You and that ridiculous ass.
Yeah. He's a little less tractable than me, though.
Well, he's also a lot smarter.
Hate to say it, but...
True.
So, am I to understand you want me to convey a message?
Well, part of me's tempted to make you a message.
Ah. I'm familiar with that kind of message.
I could make you a really artistic one, you know?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you could paint the walls of this place with my blood if you wanted. Might improve the decor a little.
Well,
Be interesting to see how your plans go after that, though.
Oh, I see. You came ready to play.
Oh. I've only got a few things I really want. When pressed to defend them, I just cause trouble.
I'd say you're outgunned.
Oh, absolutely. I wasn't kidding. You could smear me all over the walls here. Probably couldn't even get any of my people out alive. But in the process, we would do as much damage as possible to this place, and we would bring down absolute hell upon your heads from powers a little greater than I am. You're already having trouble with the angler. I do wonder how you'd manage it if the lady were to show up now, before your plans all come together.
Well, I suppose I could just take a few of you to prove that I'm serious.
Oh, you're serious enough, and I'm afraid that taking one at this stage is the same as taking all.
Is that so?
On many points, I am negotiable. That's not one.
I suppose maybe we could bargain.
I love that. It's been so long since I really got to with such a highly leveraged trading partner.
I'll tell you what. Bring me the ass.
Tends to go where he wants.
It's just an ass.
Ah, you know better. Can fly, teleport, and cause heart attacks spontaneously. I'm not so sure that's a donkey anymore.
How about I ask the master?
Technically, that's wiser, as I can claim not even a good friendship with the donkey in question.
Master,
Yes.
give me your ass.
I would if I could get it. As Jimmy has said, it goes where it wishes. And it changes.
All I'm hearing is a lot of no. I thought you were wanting to negotiate, Jimmy.
You want a line to a certain individual? We can try and track this ass down. Comes around now and then.
What if
But-
we tied its legs? Would that work? What do you think?
Might be a little easier if you just let me run the messages for you.
6.
I'm a touch less ornery.
We tried putting a mask on it, but it just doesn't.
Okay.
You have to find it first.
So, Nil.
Oh no.
He's gonna mess with you.
Okay.
What is your AC, please?
11.
11. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Let's do this.
Don't worry, it's nothing crazy.
All right.
Look at that. See that?
Mm-hmm.
See that? So a tentacle lashes out at you, Nil, and instinctively they jump back, narrowly avoiding the whip crack of this large, meaty tentacle that comes arcing across past Kasey. It was an attempt to snatch you. And you guys, you can all hear the voice again say, I think I'll take this one instead.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Okay, Casey will say something now. He pulls out his rapier and say, "Fine. You take one of us. I guess you'll take all of us, but we can cause you a hell of a lot of pain that you would probably rather not go through. You know how many rogues are in this room. We might not kill you, but it will take you a long time to get over the pain we will inflict upon just you. We'll ignore your friends, but we will attack you. Let's go for it."
Or maybe we will
Okay.
get them.
At this point, Bryn is going to hold out her hand to Kasey and say, "Kasey, drop it." Specifically to him. And then she is going to activate her dress and give herself a little bit of a bioluminescent glow and remove her head, remove her hood,
Oh wow, this is getting interesting.
look at the Elder Brain and say, "We can deliver that donkey to you. This donkey, from my observation, is simply a normal donkey at the points in which the angler is not using it to communicate messages. So it can stay with us and not teleport away at certain times. Now, whatever this donkey does whenever it is in your personage, we cannot guarantee anything. However, it is within our power to bring the donkey to you."
So, tell me, OOC, are you
All
telling
right.
the truth?
Bryn is telling as much of the truth as she believes to be the truth because she has watched that donkey under the guise of Leah, so she knows that the crew is capable of delivering the donkey because it just doesn't disappear willy-nilly all the time because it's just kind of stuck around and been like a, normal ass donkey whenever the angler was done talking through it. As much as she knows.
So her intention is to actually go get the donkey and bring it here.
On behalf of the crew, yes, she is saying that the crew can do it.
Okay. Because he was about to insight check you. I was going to give you a chance to roll against it.
Okay.
But if you're telling the truth, we'll let it slide. So the tentacles kind of calm for a moment. Okay. So you, Jimmy, and Master, go bring me the donkey. The rest stay here. Collateral.
I'd ask for some privacy, but I'm pretty sure you could just read our minds, so we're just gonna huddle up a moment.
Suit yourselves. Oh, wait. There's one more. Okay.
Yep. Keeping us all in the cone permanently. Looking around at the team. Do any of you gamble?
Every day, Jimmy. Every day.
How does this one feel?
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen this mule leave a locked room when it's being overtaken by the angler. I am not confident in our abilities to deliver it.
No.
And in all honesty, I would rather stay than see it again.
That's a fair point. But if we catch him while it is a normal mule, might listen to you. That thing would never heal for me. Calm down, calm down.
The only two it's
Company
ever,
business here.
The only two it's ever heated are myself and No.
Do you want to trade out? He looks back and forth between Master and Nil.
I don't want to see it again. Don't want to see it again. I just don't. I don't want to carry it here, look it in the eyes, and hand it over. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I guess I
handed
understand
over
that.
before. I just can't. I can't do it again.
Hey, big guy. Looking back over my shoulder at the Elder Brain. Mind if we make a little substitution on account of delicate sensibilities?
You're asking a lot of favors for somebody in a position to not have a lot of favors.
I have only, well, several lives to gamble with. Why not, spend them for all they're worth?
I'll hear it. What do you want, investigator?
Those closest to the donkey in question probably shouldn't be about for such a handoff. I'd like to take somebody else with me.
Who are we substituting for whom?
Jimmy looks over at Master and Nil and then on to Draken and Kasey. Probably Kasey for out-of-character logistical reasons.
See, I chose who I chose intentionally, though, is the thing. I didn't want to make this easy on you, investigators. It is just a donkey. I mean...
If it's just a donkey, your buddy here's just an eyeglasses advertisement.
Now you're gonna hurt his feelings talking like that.
Just trying to lay out the gravity. Certain times it's presented as much a threat to us as you have.
I haven't threatened you at all, Jimmy.
I'm less sure of that. There's this thing, it's called an implied threat. You implied very heavily that I would be decorating this chamber as a new art installation.
Merely gave you the option.
Option I don't care for.
Hey,
you know that guy up
roll
there?
a perception check.
Oh, he's not hiding.
Is it uncouth to say I was kind of hoping you two were on the outs?
On the outs.
Yeah, maybe you didn't get along so well, seeing as ran into you and not him. Naive hopes,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, your crinkly buddy. He's right back there. You didn't see him?
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Can I insight check the Elder Brain to see if this is like a strange gap in its awareness?
You can.
Only an 11.
It's so hard to read.
Can Bryn inside check it as well? Because she's watching this thing and she's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also like to try.
She's just...
My- Okay, my minimum's a 15. Just like... Even if I roll a 1.
Well.
Oh, look. I
Oh,
roll a
look,
3.
it's a 15.
Look, it's a 15. Dang.
Okay.
I can't roll inside checks, Panic, but I could take the minimum of 15. Yay.
Mill and Master. Those are good. So, Nil and Master. It's almost impossible to read an Elder Brain. Like, it has no face, really. It's just a quivering mass of brains and tentacles, really. But none of the other creatures in the room seem to notice this thing moving through. You noticed that.
It doesn't see.
Do you know where that Alhoon is right now?
Why would I know that?
Oh, you knew we came down here chasing him. Wouldn't make sense if he was still in the area.
Yeah, but you're a big pink brain.
And it's gone.
What's
But it
gone?
was.
That.
The Alhoon.
The Alhoon. Well, yeah, you lost him.
No, he was
It
right
was
there.
there.
He was where?
I think you've got a bigger problem than us or talking to the angler. Actually.
You have a blind
Apparently.
spot.
Apparently, you can't see the Alhoon.
I see all.
No,
Not
you didn't
that.
see the Alhoon. Right. He was right there. Over there.
It walked from the northern entrance to the eastern without your knowledge, without your sight.
You think I'm gonna fall for these ridiculous little games?
Search,
My friend,
search
do
us
tell
and
me.
see if we fool you.
Do tell me. Now, how would a little guy like that pull one over on somebody like you? Just in theory, you know?
He wouldn't.
If you can speak to our brains, you can see them. You know we're not lying to you.
Which person is saying this? Nil or Master?
This is no.
Okay. Since you've invited it.
Oh,
Let's go.
danger.
Let's go. Let's
Danger
go.
mode.
Look.
So be it.
Look. See it.
So be it. This
Just
is
send the visual.
this is probably gonna hurt.
Okay. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do
Give
it.
me an intelligence save, please.
Okay. All right. Pick the right name. Click the token. Get the right character sheet. And intelligence save.
Yes.
If anyone has the best chance at surviving this, it's gonna be Nil.
Oh, don't.
They
say
have the
that.
most
My dice
they
is
have the most
not.
HP and the highest intelligence of all of us.
It's true. It's true.
Given the
We don't-
intent of the
stop,
interaction,
stop.
it might be necessary to fail on purpose.
Stop. Okay. Okay. I don't know what this is gonna do. I don't know.
Nope. Look at
Oh.
that.
Oh.
Look at
Oh.
that.
But I'm giving it
Beefy
access.
brain.
Look at
But I'm
that.
giving it access, though. But I'm giving it access.
Are you opting to fail this intentionally?
With that roll, I would like to spare myself from getting hurt,
Oh,
like
only giving up that
painfully,
memory.
badly by it. I would like to allow it to see what I'm
Oh.
trying it to get it to see. Just
Alright.
like
Oh.
Well,
display.
here's the thing. This thing is not subtle.
Mhm.
You said, "Look in my brain," and it went after you with a can opener.
Oh,
Here's what I'm going to do. If you're going to opt to fail, but try using that really good roll to minimize the damage,
Mhm.
I'm going to roll damage and let you take half, and then let its attempt succeed. Yeah?
Can opener, literal. I don't know. I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I rolled so well, and I can't.
It's just half
Yes.
damage.
I don't know what dice you're gonna roll, though. I have no idea.
It's only half damage from an elder brain.
It's fine.
It's an elder brain. It's an elder brain. He said can opener.
You'll be
Let's
fine.
not do that.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's so good. If it were anything less, I would have said yes to this.
I
But
will
it's
I will
a
let you
nat
fully
20.
resist it if you prefer.
Okay. I want to just like.
Half damage is very generous.
Oh, what if it just like decides to attack again?
What if?
We're surrounded by mind flayers, a beholder, and an elder brain. If it decides to attack again, we die.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay. It's fine. I'll take that.
You'll take
Oh
it?
my goodness.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you guys think? Yes, no, yes?
I think yes.
Yeah. One yes, one no. Oh my goodness.
So
I don't know what to
nervous.
do.
Here, I'm
I'm
gonna roll. I'm gonna roll damage. All right,
Okay. Okay.
by
I
half.
was scared for nothing.
See, half of 25. Look at all those ones I
13
rolled.
points. That's so good.
2 full. Very kind.
See,
See in our brains.
see,
What's going on? Oh my head.
see.
I was stupid.
Now the other half of this,
Oh no.
the part that you willingly allowed to succeed, is that you are incapacitated,
Oh.
stunned,
Guys.
stunned
Guys.
hard,
Ow.
and because of that stun, the Elder Brain has established a psychic link with you.
Guys.
As of this moment, not only is he pretty much in complete control of Nil, but he knows and senses everything that you know and can sense.
That sounds awful.
Oh no, guys. This is not good. Circling the drain here, folks.
So yeah, Nil's eyes roll in the back of their head, and they, sorry, there's a lot of pronouns in that sentence. I'm trying. Bear with me. So Nil's eyes roll into the back of their head, and they immediately begin to kind of shake and sweat and work their jaw kind of wordlessly. It looks excruciating. Is anybody doing anything?
Keeping Nil from falling over, if this incapacitation is causing, a collapse.
Okay. It does not. In fact, Nil begins to stumble. Boom. Boom. Past the vat. In the direction that the Alhun went.
I follow, I say, if you're doing that, you should stop.
Jimmy is going to try to restrain you if you keep going.
I'll see if I can slip it, but I still have to indicate that I'm quite serious.
Okay. What's your AC? We'll give it a shot at you to try and grab it.
My AC is 16.
16. Oh, yeah.
If it's doing a grapple, I think I actually have to oppose it.
If the target is a huge or smaller creature, or it is grappled upon a successful
Oh yeah, that's right.
hit.
This thing is probably more than a size larger than me, so it can just grapple me for free.
Yeah. I'm just going to give you the average here. Okay, yeah. 29 damage total. And you are grappled.
I am very grappled. Ouch. I will have that damage because it's from an assailant that I can see.
Fair enough. And Nil will carry on.
I was very specific.
Okay. What are you doing?
To the Elder Brain.
Oh, to the Elder Brain.
Yeah, that was me saying it to the Elder Brain.
And Brent, are
Is
you...
Jimmy on the floor?
No, Jimmy's kind of up off the ground a little.
Well, can Bryn reach him?
Are you going to try and run past the bed as well?
No.
Okay.
She's just going to try and walk up and heal him real quick.
Okay. I will say if you go any further, it's going to try and grab you too.
Mm.
It can grapple up to 4 at a time.
It can do whatever the hell it wants.
She won't try it then.
Okay. You can. Don't be discouraged just because it's beefy.
She doesn't want to be grappled.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's very, very Bryn too. She's not the grappling kind. I can tell. Not her thing.
No. I rotate myself back around to face the Elder Brain. What did I say about taking one?
It seems to be ignoring you. Nil takes another step. Anything else before Nil takes another step?
Everybody who has magical effects is very much unable to use any of them right now.
Kasey? What's your AC?
My AC is 18.
18, okay. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, be careful with this guy.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, Kasey, you just got nabbed as well. What did I say that was? 29?
Yeah,
But it was also a crit.
but he can also... What? Do you have that yet? I forget which level rogue you got.
5th, I can have it.
Okay, so we'll say, yeah.
Bryn just face palms.
So yeah, so that'd be what, 58 total, halved, back down to 29. Of course,
Yeah.
I don't know why I just had to figure that in my head.
Let's double 29 and then halve it again.
Exactly. I are smart. So yeah, so now Casey's dangling there too.
All right, I'll try and slip the tentacle, I guess, since I've got a moment to action.
All right, yeah, it's yeah, go for it. Strength check.
Can I acrobatics it instead, like a normal grapple?
I think that's opposed strength for grapple, isn't it?
You have your choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Yep.
For escaping, for making it, you have to athletics.
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Appreciate it. There's my attempt, good sir.
DC 15.
Right on the border.
Mm-hmm. I forget, is it defender wins?
Yeah, no. As long as you match the DC.
Is it player wins?
We'll let it go. We'll let it go.
I have no idea.
We will definitely let it go. All right, so Jimmy manages to wiggle his way out of the grip of the Elder Brain, falling into the floor below.
We're not in initiative.
Not yet, no. No, but none of the other creatures are doing anything. In fact, they seem to be amused.
We're just up to stuff. I have no idea what this thing's range is, but
Well,
Jimmy's very particular about leaving anyone behind, so let's see if I can slip out of it following Nil.
all right. Well, hang on real quick. Nil's going to get their last step in, which will bring Nil to here. Nil's not in their right mind right now, so...
Of course.
But Nil does stop in their tracks right there.
All right. Got eyes on everybody. That's good enough. It's good enough. Let's not further antagonize everybody here, myself included.
So, Nil stops.
Okay.
The remaining Illithids suddenly get very tense and run to the four corners, unless anyone does anything to stop them, of the vat.
For this particular maneuver, I think not.
The Beholder actually races forward past Jimmy. Anyone who wants to take opportunity attacks, you're welcome to.
Not yet, although I'm keeping a close eye to see what it does as it gets up to where Nil is.
It's charging that direction, basically.
Bryn
Okay.
is just going to slip back this way. Not do anything to anyone, just slip.
Yeah.
All right. Holding position, watching Nil. If it moves to just obliterate Nil, I'll have to attack. If it does anything else, probably not.
Okay. I will say that the Illithids have immediately gone to removing the anchors of the vat.
This is what I call an ideal scenario. Is this thing the killer? Related, at least. Probably, definitely. Can we kill it right here in this particular situation? I really think not. If it decides to flee the coop, I'm not stopping it.
So you're going to let them take the brain?
I would call this a blessing.
Okay.
Please, flee my immediate surroundings with the creature that can slay us all.
Well, maybe.
And its entourage that can also slay us all.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so yeah, they're taking down the anchors. All right, so Nell, would you like to try and break out of the hold that's on you?
I would. Yes.
Charisma save, please. Oof.
I have failed.
Still locked in a trance.
Yes.
All right, is anyone else doing anything right now?
I'm gonna try and get out of the grip.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be smart.
Actually, it's going to let go of you.
Oh, okay.
It'll just drop you into the muck.
So, from this, would it be reasonable to assume that he realizes that He knows that he cannot see the elf movement.
It'd be a fair assumption.
Okay, so I'll say, now you see?
Oh, in your mind you hear, now you don't. So, as soon as they get the anchors down, all four of the Illithids take their stabs and strike them into the ground around the vat. You all hear an audible, loud, just ka-chunk as something shifts.
Mhm.
And the vat closes over as the tentacles withdraw and begins to sink beneath the muck, creating a large vortice in the water as the liquid begins to suck down an opening portal beneath.
Ren is backing up.
Yes. Jimmy will step over to the solid ground. Draken will do the same out the other side.
And
But we are still concerned with the nil situation.
the Illithid guards get on top of the vat and begin to ride it down. As you guys are getting over there, a human steps into view.
Bullshit.
Please, please help me. Help me, it's so scary down here.
What's it do when it sees the beholder?
Well, it's more about what the beholder does, really.
Yeah.
A green beam of energy shoots from one of its eyes and disintegrates the human.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. Sorry.
A likely story.
Yeah, it just absolutely disintegrates, turns to dust, and blows away.
I have a suspicion that the Elder Brain's attention is elsewhere. I would like to try and pull Nil back this way.
All right. Nell, you want to make another save, please?
Yes.
Okay. Charisma, please.
That's pretty good.
Is it enough? Oh, so close.
I have failed.
That is such a mean maneuver. Int to resist and charisma to break.
No. It's a DC 18, too.
Mm-hmm. Elder Brains.
That was very close, though. It was very close.
Is the physical vessel of Nil resistive to Jimmy trying to haul them away?
The physical vessel is not receiving any type of orders right now, so no.
All right, hauling.
All right. As you do that, this thing's going to burst past you guys. Basically just pummel through you.
Better than the alternative.
Mm-hmm.
It's floating, so I'll say you can duck down and get out of the way.
I do so.
Yep.
Okay. It immediately takes off into the darkness then. It's after something. As this happens, unless anyone stops it, the brain and the four Illithid guards sink beneath the surface and out of sight.
There's nothing I've ever wanted more than for that to happen.
Aw. Thought maybe you guys wanted to fight him.
I'm gonna take a rain check on that one.
It's not every day you get a chance to fight an Elder Brain.
That is very true.
We're a little too low on resources for that.
Anyways, I have no control over Nil's token, but I would like to be pulling Nil around.
All right.
Over this away.
Nil, the Elder Brain's going to sever its connection with you willingly at this point. You're going to take 10 points of psychic damage from it, but you're free. It feels like something just yanked a cable out of your brain.
You come around with Jimmy, just hands kind of hooked through your armpit pits, trying to haul you away.
I also have no control over my token.
You don't?
Oh, there it is.
That's
There
ideal.
it is.
There we go.
Oh,
There it is.
okay.
We'll just stack those two. Actually, you know what? We'll stack them even more.
So, yeah, you're kind of shaken out of it, hurting. Your head's pounding.
One is glued to the other, and both have headaches.
Headaches all around, I think.
Yes.
Let's get the hell out of here before anybody notices us.
Okay. So, as you're going to leave, all right. I don't know. You guys can see this guy, right?
I can't see nothing that you're indicating with. Here,
I
let me
can.
shift my token around.
I see it.
You see the beholder on the other side. Oh, it's because you're out in the hallway, Jimmy.
Yeah, we already moved over there.
Okay.
Sure, now I see the ball.
Yeah, there you can see him. For those of you who are across the way where you were, though, and can see him, he comes tearing down the hallway, his one gigantic eye bleeding from either side, a large chunk missing from one side of his face, and what you could swear to be a look of terror as he belches into the light, pauses as if something is holding him back, and then is immediately yoinked back into the darkness.
Ouch.
I did have some suspicions on the grounds that an elder brain noticed it didn't spot somebody and then left. I vote no. We're out of here.
So you're leaving.
Yes.
What about the Alhoun? I know you wanted the Alhoun really bad.
Did want the Alhoun. True. I got a feeling that the Alhoun has somebody back there that's a little more dangerous than an elder brain.
This is possible. This is very possible. So where do we go from here?
Topside would be lovely.
All right. Do you remember the way?
Yep, it's up and around, back into the corner. It'll watch the U-bend.
Okay. I will say you guys have pretty much cleared everything.
Can't move again. Can't stack them like that, apparently. Oops.
Can you move now?
Can't move now. Is it because I'm upside down?
No, I see you
No.
moving it. Moving
Do
the
you?
token, yeah. You just turned it.
I can turn, but I can't move.
Okay. Here.
Yeah, thanks.
Yoink.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to say that making it out again is not going to be an issue. You pretty much cleared the path, aside from a slime that's long gone.
I pick up the remains of Chris.
The remains of Chris.
I thought
Kind
we
of a
decided
sad-
that Chris was alive, though.
Yeah, no, Chris is alive.
He's just incapacitated.
Yeah, he's just unconscious.
Very, very low intelligence, and I just drape him around my neck like a tie. Like his
Yeah.
stupid face just dangling near my left elbow. Like,
And Bryn's going to pull her hood up, her cloak back around her, and end like all the little effects that she was using to make herself look ethereal.
Okay. So, you guys make your way back out into the street.
Yes. It's not sunlight, but it'll do.
Back into the street, gasping for air, even though it's the furthest thing from fresh possible. But you're
Okay.
free of the underground once again.
Okay. Well, we were guessing mind flayers.
Went bad.
We were off by an order of magnitude. That's how it turns out. Then something spooked an enormous mega mind flayer, and it left. Now, I will take that. But let's see if we can enlist a little of the city services in the next stage of the investigation.
So,
I think first, though, let's go see if the office is still standing.
let's hope. My goodness. We don't need to lose Pohan a second time.
Oh no, it'd be too devastating.
Although you didn't really lose him the first time.
The feeling of loss that sticks with you.
You
This is
probably
true.
need a change of music there, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Although that was
Bugging.
pretty good.
It's bugging.
What's bugging?
It doesn't matter. The token, but
Well, you guys are out of there anyway. You're good.
okay.
Here, we'll go back to that for now. So, breath of not so fresh air, return to the smoggy, scum-filled streets of Sigil. Nothing up here trying to kill you.
It's a breath of fresh air to the person who's been living in this city for 30 years.
Yeah. Nothing up here trying to kill you, is there?
Just the usual. Cut purses, bandits, marauders.
So you guys are headed back home, right?
Bruised, cut, burned, covered in slime.
Back home we go. Okay.
Trudge through the front door. Get inside. One sec. I gotta go check on my heads.
Mm-hmm.
Goes upside. Up the stairs. Hey, Pohan. It's mind flayers. Walks through the door.
Oh?
Back to the office. Am I missing a Mimir?
No, you're not.
Well, hell, he must have just had a spare sitting around. How's it going, boys? It says to the assorted mechanical skulls.
They all start saying their pre-programmed phrases all at the same time, annoyingly.
Yep, that's about right. He puts the blanket back over him. Jimmy gets back into the study room, the living room, and just lays down in front of the fireplace.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything of note, I should say?
Both of me are traveling up the stairs.
Bryn's coming up and is just going to kneel down, put her hand on Jimmy, and give him a smile.
Hey, make yourself at home. Don't know if you've been around the rest of the place, but then again, you're invisible all the time, so how would I know? There's drinks there, and there.
This Wickeltongue stuff, you guys don't want to pass up on that.
From the floor, Jimmy addresses the crew.
Okay.
You're alive. Congratulations.
They don't seem very excited.
Well, they should be. Most people who meet an elder brain don't get to say that after.
Too tired to be excited.
So, terrible, foul, and majestic beasts stalk the sewers below us, preying upon mortals, planning for godhood. But I'm tired.
Yeah.
And we're all pretty messed up. And hell, hardheads still haven't paid me. Let alone enough to fight an elder brain. Alright. Find some place to camp down. See to your wounds. Church, what time is it?
Let's see, you guys went into the sewers for only about midday, wouldn't it?
It was like in the morning, actually.
We
Yeah.
rolled out. How long were we down there?
Maybe an hour.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get the hardheads to cordon off the warehouse at least, and maybe do something about the sewers. I don't know if anybody can do a damn thing about the sewers in this town. Alright, I'll go. Draken, come on. Hold down the fort, everybody.
Okay. That was Pohan, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, Pohan, what do you call a mind flayer when it's just the mind and it's really big?
Hydrocephalic?
It seemed quite well, so I wouldn't leap right to diseased. It was about 6-7 times my height, big old brain in a vat. Quite clever, little threatening. Seemed to be in charge.
Did it give you a name?
No. Not really sure I merited a name.
Okay. Question, real quick. Would Bryn know the name? Like, if I could make a roll maybe for it, because I think that there's a possibility she may have picked it up somewhere, because she does read a lot of books about spelljammers, both fiction and nonfiction. And mind flayers are actually big spacefaring presence out there. So,
you would have to roll like ridiculously high.
I'll make an attempt.
Yeah, you got a chance.
What you want me to roll?
Let's go with history.
Yeah, probably not.
That's all right though. I mean, that was a real shot in the dark, just because of the nature of what it is, where it came from.
Right. Right.
So, Jimmy's heading out.
Yep.
Where are we going, Jimmy?
God, what's closer, the barracks or the governor's? Because if I go straight to the hardheads, I might be able to get them to do a bit of a cordon around the area. But the governor's, one, might finally give me some damn money. Two, might be able to better handle the bureaucracy of the matter.
We will see, won't we?
Yeah.
We know how bureaucracy works, though.
In Sigil, it doesn't.
Can we say that the ones that are at headquarters are resting?
You better be.
Can I do some stuff then?
Of course you can. You got some downtime. Whatever you need to do.
Okay. We're gonna work on the things. So forth.
Oh, you're just doing some healing and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we not sleep.
Not sleep. Okay.
Because this one doesn't need to sleep. He trances for 4 hours. And this one just needs to be engaged in light activity for 8. If Jimmy's even going to be gone that long, which he might not. So
Now it's probably hour or two. But
we're going to try to hunker down and like sleep as long as we can. If there's not like a crisis or whatever, you know.
yeah, we're in the ass end of the hive. Let's see what is closer.
Yeah. Bryn's not gonna try to do anything for the rest of the day. I think she's just gonna go downstairs and cook.
Probably it
That's
is
fair.
the city barracks that are the closer.
Okay. Bryn's cooking. They're healing. You're up to the city barracks.
Yes.
Okay.
And if possible, without being like too intrusive, I would like to note that the knives are with me and the icebox is downstairs.
Okay.
Remember what your fire genasi friend did at the place, though? Bryn's got knives to work with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying the celestial ones are up here with me.
She wouldn't use them.
So greedy with the celestial knives.
The icebox with the dire sausage is still downstairs.
You can't go wrong with a dire sausage.
Mm.
Right.
Comes with the sulfur preloaded.
It's horrible.
Okay. So is anyone else doing anything back home?
I'm gonna have a little rest on the bed.
Okay. So you're having a rest on the bed upstairs. Here, Pohan will come cuddle up with you. He'll probably end up taking up more of the bed than you do, though, to be fair.
That's fine. I'm used to that.
He's a big dog. Alright, so let's see.
Can I do one thing?
What's that?
So the Elder Brain established a psychic link with me earlier.
Yes.
Can I try to do some, I don't know, mental gymnastics to try to like star 6-9 that connection to like call it?
No, doesn't really work that way.
All right. Well, we tried, folks.
Yeah.
Time for sleeps.
It is an elder brain, though. To be fair.
Yeah. I just thought with all the brainy stuff that I'm into, I would maybe have like a role for, hey, this is so and so's voicemail that yada yada.
I'm pretty sure an Elder Brain's voicemail still deals psychic damage.
Oh, I'm sure it would, but we'd be able to get in touch with it.
Well, do you want to?
If we needed to, we could. Now that the connection is fresh, we haven't like wasted any time. Like it just was severed before we got out of here. Like now that we have a moment, yeah, never mind. I asked and can't do it. So
no harm. No harm.
here we go. Taking a nap. Taking a little nap. Taking a tiny nap. Like a little.
All right. So, let's see here. To the barracks.
Yes.
All right. So you make your way to the barracks. The gray, imposing, very not creative structure that it is. I'm gonna say it's actually a little dreary out.
Not unusual
No.
for this city.
And Bob's doing good, Kinko. Bob's always doing good.
He's got his life together. He's not like us.
Define us.
Well, I mean, Bob the fire builder, you know.
He's good at what he does. And that's enough for him. We got some guards at the gate, as ever.
Yeah, of course. You know, they're no slouches when it comes to the barracks.
No, they watch it careful, as it should be.
So they'll meet you at the door, cross their halberds, state your business.
Evening, boys. Official business. I'm gonna have to stop in with the governors as well for the more formalities, but I figured while on the job, anything that requires direct action, I might want to report in over here.
And they look you up and down. You don't look like you know much about action.
I would take offense to that, but I'm just too tired for it. Anyways. I'm on investigation, paid by the governors, been in liaison with you guys. Here's my papers. I still do have my official writ of work.
All right, he'll look him over, look at you, roll him back up and hand him to you. Suit yourself. Stand aside and open the door.
Hey, perfect. I feel like I've been here before. Do I know where to go to begin the process that I need to? getting a few guys dispatched over to this area to at least keep the citizenry out until somebody can go down and fight some terrible monster.
Monster.
It qualifies as monster. That is a lot of dead people.
Monster. In Sigil.
Oh, that was out of character. That was me asking you, Church, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were saying that in character. Sorry.
No, you good.
It's like,
I'm not trying to tell the guys at the gate that, there's a terrible beast loose. You got to get people over there. No, I'm trying to find somebody who is at least mildly in charge of something.
oh well, there's a person behind the quote-unquote reception desk there. Barriar with horn-rimmed glasses.
Okay. I approach the desk and say, afternoon. I'm here on work. Here's my official writ for my investigation. I was looking to see if I could get a few people dispatched over towards the hive. I know. To block off an area. It is unspeakably dangerous right now.
She points at a little ticket roll there. Take a number.
I take a number. I look around. Are there people in line? If there are, I kind of love that.
There's actually nobody else in here.
I love that even more. Jimmy takes the number and he just kind of looks at Draken, and Draken looks back at him.
Draken will probably shrug and ask if you want him to set something on fire.
Nah, we might need it later. They can have exactly 15 minutes
15
before
minutes.
I begin doing something else.
Okay. So no, it won't be too long before you're met and brought into an office, sat down.
Whomst do I face?
Oh, this gentleman has not given you a name yet. He is what you probably guess an Asimar, but he's a little off looking.
All the hardheads are a little off looking to Jimmy.
Very much.
Something
so.
about the face, you know? Anyways, sit down, put some papers on the table, say Jimmy Callons, Stapleton Investigative Services. I'd say I'm reporting a crime. That's not exactly accurate. You know about the crime. I'm investigating the crime. I am reporting that the perpetrator of the crime is immensely dangerous in his particular location, and you should probably block it off.
You want me to block off a location in Sigil?
Yeah, it's a real small one.
In Sigil?
Anybody fool enough to port in, they can have their chances with it. Just stop somebody from walking in the front door, you know?
Do I look like I work for the lady?
No, but you know, a couple of big guys standing in a door will keep out a lot of riffraff and a lot of innocent fools.
I'm not going to cross the Davos.
All right.
Look, I'm going to need a lot more to go on than your word.
Well, fortunately, my word is my bond. I am in the profession. I'll lay it out for you. And Jimmy proceeds to explain in a fairly summarized fashion the case that he's been on. Certainly somebody who is any, mildly higher up with the Hardheads will be familiar with the string of murders recently and the great turmoil that they have caused.
Yeah, no, I know. I know who you are. I know what you're up to.
Okay.
Thing is we're not seeing much in the way of results.
Results in my business are an information. The information is, I would say the guy who did this, it's not a guy exactly, not even a regular citizen of the city, I would say. How the hell it's here, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure Her Grace is a little inclined to clean up problems like this, but...
Grace, that's a good one. So, do you have an identity for me?
You know anything about mind flayers?
Tentacles, appetite for brains.
Yeah, them's the ones. Them's the ones. Bad news is, you got a hive of them underneath the hive. And they've been going around doing some murders on behalf of their boss. As well as a little bit of infighting that's spilling over and affecting my people. But for the most part, yeah, they're going around sucking brains, doing wild magic.
Your kind never do bring good news, do you?
I wish I could. I got to one time my whole career, somebody wanted me to find a gold ring, and I beat up the guy who stole it. Only time. I think back on that.
Well, why don't you just let the professionals handle it from here? We'll send a contingent out to look into it, and you can just go on home.
This is not terrible to Jimmy, but I would like to insight check this slightly odd-looking gentleman.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna re-roll that one if you don't mind.
You actually do have a reroll. You have 2.
Yeah. This one matters slightly. That's better.
He seems above the board, really. He might be a bit of an alcoholic.
In his career, really, who wouldn't be? I wouldn't really recommend trying to tangle with it unless you bring, 50, 60 pretty big guys. That might be enough.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have that kind of manpower to just throw out every little threat that comes along. Look, we're going to send a contingent. We're professionals. We got this. Just, amateur hours over. Why don't you and your little dog go find something else to do?
Get paid would be the next thing that I do.
Well, you're in the wrong place for that.
I know. I won't bother you with it. Not your business at that stage. Fair warning, though, and I will make a persuasion roll. Anyone you send down there will die. One second, let me get my roll queued up.
Go say, I'll let you make your roll. Oof.
It's a lot.
That is a 32 persuade. He kind of sits back in his chair a little bit, eyes you up and down, says, all right.
You gotta understand. Maybe I'm a small fry. I'm a bit bigger than some, but I happen to agree with you. This thing accidentally knocked out the shattered temple, got the lady involved in its magic, and brought in some damn enforcers from Mechanus to keep the fabric of the universe together. It's trying for a fairly big play here. It's fool enough to anger the lady. Don't be fool enough to anger it.
All right, sport. I'll double up. Sport.
Jimmy's got that ageless face at this point.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's just kind of a condescending prick too. So.
It,
Surprised he ain't called you a Burke.
Yeah. Well, he's public relations.
you get the very genteel variety of condescension out of this guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, responsibilities of my job temporarily discharged. Jimmy and Draken are out.
All right. So heading back home.
Yes. Under no circumstance does he actually think we're free of this in any way. But professional that he is, this is a step you're supposed to take.
This is true. Following protocol. You're doing good.
Following protocol. As we come back in, I'd like to do one or two things.
Okay.
The first, I'd like to, catch hold of one of the urchins that tend to hover around the place and pay him off a small sum to watch out front of the warehouse from a good distance, like a solid 2 blocks away rooftop.
Okay.
Anything too weird goes down, like say a bunch of hardheads arrive and then start coming out on stretchers, come knock on the office door, let us know.
Okay. Yeah, we can work that up. That's no problem.
I'll deduct a silver off myself. Or whatever it takes to bribe an urchin into doing a day's work.
Silver's pretty tight. They'll go with the silver.
Alright. Alright, second thing. This occurs in secret from much of the party. Jimmy has a brief conversation with Draken about what on earth they're supposed to do now that the angler is theoretically aligned with their interests in a professional way.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. Maybe. Who knows? But as we approach, Jimmy just says, God, I really hate to call the guy up, given that he's got a sword against all of our necks 24/7. But might be better to get information when we can. And then we arrive home.
Home it is. So you come home, everything's still intact and alive.
Probably some tantalizing smells drifting from the kitchen.
Oh yeah. What are you cooking? More of the
I think Bryn would be cooking everyone steak and kidney pies.
That sounds good.
Jimmy comes through the door and he's about right there and he stops and he goes, Nah. Couldn't be. Walks back to the kitchen. How those coming along?
They're coming along nicely. I just thought I'd cook to clear my head for a bit. Thought I'd make a steak and kidney pie.
Bryn got the kidneys from probably a number of the bodies down below.
But
Takes me back.
takes you back, Jimmy. How
me
so?
They called them Kates back where I was from. I did them every day.
So I take it it's one of your favorites then.
Might say that. It's nostalgic. I don't think I've had one for my appetite and my pulse have been missing for about the same amount of time. Put it like that. Hate to break away. He seems to have physical difficulty making his way back out the door. Just,
Nice.
It's pulling him. It's pulling him. Save me a big slice of that.
There'll be enough for everyone, Jimmy. Even Pohan.
Then he makes his way upstairs. How is everybody arranged?
Should be where their tokens are. I think Kasey and Pohan are still snuggling.
Mm-hmm.
Attempt.
Master Nil, sleeping one off.
Oh, plus. Takes 18 back.
Kasey, you might want to wait to do that. Trust me.
Oh, I was already snoozing before you started cooking.
It's all good. It's gonna be some good food, though. Here, let's do this. We're gonna spice it up for a minute here. Now that we're home and we can relax a minute. Maybe. I mean, you guys haven't really had anything too dire happen at the home office.
Oh, well. Just the one or two eventualities, death, explosions, dismemberments.
Just adds character. I mean, your house is technically alive.
They do say most of your accidents will happen within a mile of the home.
This is true. This is true.
Actually,
In our case, you could translate that over to attempts on our lives, but it holds up.
You did get served some Fencer Troll.
Yes.
I just realised I didn't even need to roll those d8s.
No.
Nope.
I get max.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Since everyone's resting and cooking and recouping, would you like your court-mandated break?
Yes. It is a beautiful time for this.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back after this word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. And we're back. Home. Home is where we are. We're back home. Everyone's relaxing. Where do we go from here?
Many, many places. First of all, I think we're going to try desperately to achieve a long rest, heal our wounds, remain peaceful and calm for long enough to get back up to fighting strength.
Well, Brent's downstairs cooking. You don't want to eat first?
That can be part of the long rest.
It smells pretty good now.
Yeah, there's no problem. If you guys want to include a meal, you can RP it or just say it happens. It's up to you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so when Bryn's done, she's going to get like 8 little. We have 8 or 7 people here. 7. She's going to get 7 little steak and kidney pies and put them all on trenchers and bring them upstairs for people to enjoy.
7 if you count Pohan.
Yeah. She made one for Pohan.
Oh, that was nice. Okay. So yeah, dinner is served. Or lunch, or brunch, maybe.
Lunch.
Jimmy's just sitting up at the desk over here. Oh my god. No. It's not quite the same as home. It's better, actually. The place I buy them from back home was kind of shit, actually. Oh man, that's good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it there.
Jimmy's actually going to be lost in a reverie, thinking of Cairn as he polishes off his steak and kidney pie. I understand these have a special effect, do they not?
They do. If Jimmy decides to roll some hit dice to restore hit points, you can, add an additional D8.
Okay. That's a good question. Are we doing a short rest? Are we doing a long rest? Votes from the party.
Long.
Yeah, long is what I've heard most of.
Yeah.
I'm good with a short, but whichever, I'll go with whatever everybody else wants.
Long. For sure, long.
The desire is for long.
headaches.
Yeah. How long it is?
So we just out here gonna sleep in the middle of the day, or?
This is technically true. We would have to wait until, well, roughly when we went to bed the previous evening in order to actually get any of the long rest benefits.
Well, I think, like the exhaustion was still prevalent, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we had stacks of exhaustion on Master.
So yeah, no, go. I'll let you guys do a long rest. That's fine.
A stack. I healed one of them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, go ahead, get your long rest in. That's fine.
Beautiful.
You guys did just come face to face with some substantial horrors,
Indeed.
including one you probably didn't actually see, or maybe you did and just weren't sure. You don't know.
He slipped by quietly.
Something that pulled a beholder away in terror.
Suspicions. That we have suspicions.
Those are fun.
Yes.
Always fun. So, with everything is what it is right now, you've got a new player in the field. The Elder Brain and his entourage. Something new with the Alhoun.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me. Where are your minds going with this? I'm curious.
While we're here, Jimmy will actually address Master and Nil. He'll say, I hate to do this and I hate to ask this. I think I gotta talk to Almond Milk.
Are we still sleeping for the long rest, or are we awake by now?
We can
I
say
thought you
we're
didn't
like,
sleep.
Air quotes, sleeping.
trancing. No, we can say your rest part is done. You're eating and conversing and cavorting.
When we were sleeping, we have our heads leaning against each other. It's like eyes closed, but not really sleeping.
It's very cute.
Alright, what are we doing? The mule. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah. There are several players in here, all of which seem sufficient to take us out, one of which we've at least dealt with before, and didn't elect to immediately kill us. I want to know what might scare something that commands mind flayers and a beholder around. And the only thing that comes to mind to ask is our good friend. So, I think we should run by your place.
Alright. No time like the present. Let's get it over with.
So are we
That is
going,
where our minds are
going to visit Master and Nil's place?
Yes, see if we can catch Almond Milk before he goes out on the town again.
Now, refresh my memory. Have the party actually seen the apartment yet?
House?
It's,
Jimmy's been
Jimmy
there.
has.
Okay, it's Sigil. Technically, everything's an apartment in one way or another. It's kind of like trying to get new real estate in Dublin or London. There's just nowhere else to build.
And hasn't been for centuries here, I assume.
Yes. So yeah,
Technically, though, it does say in the Planescape source books that everyone like builds up, and there's apparently a sigil underground. Like there's an underground
Oh, yeah.
Chicago.
there is an underground.
'Cause when-
You guys touched
when
on
they-
it briefly.
When they visited before, the reason I said house is because when they visited before with the shadows and such,
Hmm.
we specified house
Yeah.
because it cost it so much.
No, that's
Town
fine.
hall.
That's fine.
Lovely townhome, tiny back garden. Prime, really.
Just had to have room to hide a donkey.
Yeah, space to graze.
All right. So in mass, I take it then, everyone.
Why not? Why leave anybody behind at this stage?
All right.
We could be jumped at any moment.
So off you go to the house of Master and Nil. You arrive. Uneventful. Simple travel. No worries. I'm not completely mean.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I would like to point out that Bryn is probably going to go to her home and turn in for the day. She's too magically exhausted to do business, so I think she's going to turn invisible and, yeah, poof out of there.
Yeah, no worries. So Bryn is out. All right, so you guys arrive. Doors shut.
Okay. Allow Master and Nil to lead the way. It'd be quite rude to pick the lock to their house.
I put away my lock-picking tools.
It's not rude if you do it to your own house.
This is true. I mean, it's your place. You can pick your lock.
You gotta keep those skills fresh, Jimmy.
Oh,
not
I
exactly
know, I
the-
know.
I got the key in my
Easiest thing.
pocket, but what the hell? I'm just gonna pick it just to test with
Yeah,
them.
yeah. You gotta learn your tools well.
Tis for the best. Tis for the best. Though I try to look a little less suspicious when I get home, just because it's the business place.
That's given if anybody can actually see me, Jimmy.
Your case is a little different from mine, I must admit.
And we're in.
Beautiful.
Okay. Almond Milk is standing in the living room. How long has it been since you guys have been home?
Ugh.
A week. Maybe.
Nah, it's not been a week. I mean, hell, what was it, 4 sessions ago, Jimmy came here?
No, because if you're talking about the time that Jimmy went to see Nil after he met the ghost for the first time, it's been a week in game time.
Well, in that case, there's a lot of excrement. Most of your furniture is probably chewed up pretty bad. Stomped on. Ground in.
That is if Master and Nil have been both exclusively sleeping at the agency, which I remember them saying that they've, arrived to the agency in the mornings like quite a number of times. So I think they've been mostly sleeping at their place.
Is that true, Master?
I would say very reluctantly, yes, it is.
Okay.
We are homeowners. We are responsible individuals. We would not leave a mule to run amok in our home for more than a week, especially not one that is in the unique circumstances that we find ourselves with in the instance of almond milk.
All right. So it's just a little poo.
Just a bit. Normal amount.
Just a little poo. Nothing you're not used to at this point.
We're gonna usher the mule away from the area, don our stereotypical and very traditional sanitizing equipment, and keep our hands clean and do the cleaning. Remove the disposable gloves and pack up the remainder of the gear to be washed later.
All right. So while you do this, Almond Milk stands defiantly in the center of the room, unmoving.
Do you have any chairs in your place?
Do we have chairs? What are we, barbarians? Of course we have chairs.
Had to check. I was asking that out of character.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Because if there's one around, Jimmy will drag it up where he can sit and look at almond milk.
Okay. Still got the blinders on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I really don't like it. Those probably gonna have to come off.
Pulling the blinders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You pull them off. Just big, dark, doe eyes looking at you.
sit back down. How do you place a collect call through a donkey? These are the questions.
Taking by the ass.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot. I can already tell.
Jimmy would wait for Master and Nil to be back in the room before he did anything in particular.
Okay. Well, I'll leave that to them as far as where they're at and what they're doing.
My mic must be bugged because you're cutting out. Leave them up and doing. We're like, oh my god.
Did I cut out?
On my end,
I heard it all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just said I was going to leave that up to you guys, Master and Nil, as far as where they are in their house.
I think the Master is staying as far away from almond milk as possible, and Nil is just kind of in a corner of the room looking from the Master to almond milk, just like, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? Am I gonna like mind meld with the mule? What are we doing here? Like,
Alright, well, everybody assembled. Jimmy's just gonna snap his fingers a few times. Say, hey. I know you're in there. You didn't bargain for eyes and do nothing with them. Need to have a chat. Does anything occur, Church?
No.
I'm already creeped out.
The mule's just being its normal, docile, mulish self.
See, this was always the trick. Guy seems to show up when he feels like it. It's very rarely to our benefit.
Don't look at him. Just don't even look. Don't look. Not even looking. Not even gonna look.
Draken, what do we do here? What is blood ritual? Blood ritual. Jimmy addresses the hourglass tattoo on his hand and makes a very tiny cut across it.
Okay. Almond milk seems a little disturbed by your act of violence.
Jimmy being well out of his depth on this particular task, he will attempt to focus his thoughts upon the angler for a moment.
Okay.
A summoning ritual it might not be, but this guy's pretty obviously tied into several brains in the location, he may notice.
Alright. So, we're trying to get a connection to form.
Yes.
Okay.
Or draw attention to somebody that we have reason to suspect is watching on a regular basis.
Okay.
If the ghost wanted to do something, the ghost should probably have come along and suggested it.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
You can't be there in
Hey,
the scene and not
for all
see
you know, the
anything.
ghost is there.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true.
I'm joking.
She said she was leaving, so.
So,
This is comments from the peanut gallery in Roll20 chat.
oh yeah. Which are always allowed. So we've tried blood. We've tried vocalizing your request.
You're now trying mental energies.
Do you have the ability to send mental energies?
Hell no. Hell no. I know somebody though.
Yeah, there is somebody.
No, knowing glance at Nil.
am gonna have to mind meld with the mule, am I?
Mind meld with the mule.
Is that a thing? Can you do that?
Gotta get your fingers in the right position.
I hate this. Just let it be known that I hate this. Let me just review my character sheet and see if I have any abilities that would assist me in this process. Yeah, I think I do. That's blind spot. That's the wrong one.
No, that does not do the thing.
That's the thing. One willing creature. I look at the mule, I look at its eyes, I'm like, are you...
Does it have an intelligence of 2?
Are
This is
you willing?
questionable.
Are you willing?
This is gonna be another Archibald, isn't it?
Come on.
I just play all the characters. It's fine.
Come on. Come on.
The mule looks up at Nil with like a confused expression, like, what? What?
There's only one reply to that stupid expression is, you fat, stupid donkey.
What? What? You got any food? Could eat. You got food? Nudge, nudge. You got food? Cause I could eat. If you got food.
Is this the entirety of the almond milk brain?
Are you melding completely?
I'm gonna give it a shot. This is
Alright.
so stupid.
Okay. All right. So you open up a line of communication into the mule, into the mule's mind. We'll specify, because this is the internet.
Here we go.
The only problem with this is, number one, you don't share a language.
I don't think I need to, do I?
Oh no, it says you don't
says
need to
that.
share a language. My apologies, I misread that.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, yeah. The line is open. The first thing that you get is an absolute flood of terror coming from the mule. The mule has been
Oh.
standing there this entire time, unwilling to move because it is afraid.
Oh.
Not of you.
Of what?
It's not something it has a concept for. It's just a sense, a dread, a scent that is wrong. It's kind of like how, if you've ever seen a dog react to a snake, how they freak out because the snake doesn't really have a normal scent.
Okay.
That
let
the
me
dog
just
is
ask
used
this in
to.
a little bit of a different way. Sorry. As someone whose mind was recently taken over by an otherworldly eldritch horror, would I know what this wrong smellness feels like?
Tell you what, close your eyes a second and try to picture what nothing looks like. Now imagine you could actually do that for about 2 seconds and then suddenly snap back. I hope that made some kind of sense. It's a little unnerving for you too, I will say.
Mhm.
Do you want to
Yeah.
stay in the mule's mind?
Okay, first of all, for a person of reasonable intelligence, it's very difficult to picture absence of anything. Nature abhors a vacuum, so it's very difficult to.
Well, that's the whole point
conceptualize.
of using that as an example. Is it's impossible.
Yeah,
It's a paradox.
I see. It's like, okay, stop thinking. Don't think about elephants. Don't think about elephants. Don't think about elephants. But then you're like, oh, come on.
Well, if you picture anything in your head, it's no longer nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it's a complete paradox. It's a God biscuit theory.
You're overcomplicating it. Simply close your eyes and think nothing. There you go.
See?
Dwell upon the emptiness.
I'm just gonna tiptoe on out of here before I get smacked. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna tiptoe right on out of here. Of this...
You can gain access to a memory while you're in there.
Oh, I can do that. Oh.
What would you like to remember? Or should I just make this random? Oh, of the target's choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But I'm playing the target too, apparently. So let's do this.
Well, no, I'm playing Almond. What are you talking about?
Oh, what would you like me to remember then, Almond?
Let's see.
Oh, this is gonna be so cool.
So you have a lovely memory of being burdened, but not so much. Nothing that would make you feel uncomfortable. You have a memory of it being cold, snow falling gently from the sky. It's nighttime, and you're being led by someone in a bright red outfit up to some type of human dwelling. Big smokestacks coming off of it that you don't understand, and kittens playing in the snowdrifts nearby. You recognize the face of the person in red. It's Maury.
In this case, you would probably recognize it secondhand from Master's memories. Don't know that Nil ever met.
I imagine they've shared a good bit.
We've melded several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the face.
She said.
The big smiling face of Maury as she reaches around and pats you on the nose and says, "Master's gonna love you." And that's your memory.
He twists the knife.
See, you say that, but in all actuality, I believe it to be the precise opposite.
The opposite of...
The opposite of twisting the knife. This is very comforting.
Oh, it's a pleasant memory. I see.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Okay.
We're having a wholesome moment.
A
you know,
wholesome
like,
moment.
Yeah, I gain access to this memory and I reflect it back into the mule's mind, hopefully alleviating it of some of the abject terror that it's sensing from something of which it has no concept to communicate at all.
Interesting.
So
It's not enough to shock it out of its terror. It was a good try,
we're
though.
just gonna
That was
we're
legit.
we're just gonna yoink some stuff from the Karen campaign, you know? Like, turns out I too can evolve, right?
Oh.
Oh, that was legitimate. That was legit. Very nice.
No.
Very, very nice.
I pat him on the nose and walk back over to the master, who is turned away, facing the wall. Something in my eye, I just can't
Something in your eye.
quite get it out. I don't. And he's actually like blinking over, like dramatically, like blinking.
dramatically
Just-
blinking.
To sell that he's got something in his eye. Like, so stupid.
It's all good.
Right.
Here.
Jimmy, privy to absolutely none of this, looks at Nil. Well, any luck?
Oh no. Is that what you did?
I'm just bringing up another memory for you.
No, I don't really think that this was a profitable venture. The mule seems to be afraid, but I don't quite know what it's afraid of. I don't think it knows. So we're gonna need to figure out another method, I think. It's almost as if the mule and the angler are like two separate entities. Because there's nothing in there. Like, I'm sorry, there's nothing in there. It's not gonna happen. But I did try though, and it was a good try.
It's a solid try.
It's a good effort.
So what are you gonna do from here?
Jimmy is feeling that something here is a little sus.
Yeah.
If this is not a somehow compelled behavior from Almond Milk, that it's standing stock still in the middle of the room, something unusual has terrified it. Lots and lots of very unusual and terrifying things have been around the party lately.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to perform a very thorough lookabout of the room. Open up the senses. See if anything dangerous or out of place stands out to me.
Okay. Give me perception.
Okay. It's only a 15.
Okay.
But I might re-roll it if there's nothing.
Can I notice that he's looking around the room and try as well?
Yeah. No problem. And there is still a reroll out there.
Okay.
Yes, and the day has passed, so my hat re-roll has recharged.
True.
Nope.
13.
13. We're gonna auto-fail the master because he's facing the wall.
Also fair. Fair.
Yes. Let me see. Do I? The write-up for the hat doesn't specify if I use it before or after. I'll use it before. You know.
That's fine.
I'll just pop it here. I guess I'll just have to live with a 20.
That beautiful relic left over from Karen
well.
Stapleton's hat. All right, so 20 now will
Yes.
actually turn up something.
Hey.
Unfortunately, what it turns up is, and you're the only one that sees it, but Almond Milk's eyes have taken on an hourglass shape, and it's staring at you.
Well, and he sits back down from his standing to rotate and look at the room. I was waiting on you.
Still watching.
Come on, come on. You haunt us for weeks. Now you can't even say hello.
More like a week, but yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to talk through a donkey?
No, actually, and possibly I never will.
What do you want, Jimmy?
Well, ran into somebody who knew you. It's pretty rare in and of itself. they seem to take offense at your being in their business, and right at the moment, my business is to stop them from a terrible, foolish, and, sigil-altering plan.
So, you can't stop the god brain from ascending into godhood. Is that what I'm hearing?
Could you repeat that, Church? You cut out after God brain for me.
You did.
Uh-oh. Is it starting?
It might be.
Said you can't stop the god brain from ascending into god. Oh, it cut.
You made it all the way to ascending.
It did. It
Yeah.
did. Here, hang on.
Ah, well, we might be able to, but while we were having a quick little chat with him, something spooked him so bad that he fled the scene. I'm sure you can guess it wasn't us. The God Brain. Maybe I can work that one out. Something that scares the God Brain and it's not you. That troubles me enough, I figured I'd call you up and ask. Well, that's something you could tell me if you were feeling generous, and if it was, well, all's the better. And that is exactly what I was worrying about. You know, it seems like you're already all up in their business. You sure you don't want to let me loose on them? Clear up something that bothers me, clear up something that bothers you? Just don't like another god in the city?
And that's why Bryn didn't want to come along.
Oh, just some new hires? Not for sale, I'm afraid. You know, fair's fair. Jimmy turns to Kasey and to Nil. Do you wanna make bargains with an eldritch being? I wouldn't recommend against it. It's not gone super well for me so far.
Just gonna stroll back over to myself and not be a part of this.
Technically, you already have a bargain going with a different being, so probably not a good idea.
No crosstalk in this brain.
I'm
Hey.
good.
Adios. See ya, bye. Not over there. Hey. So how's that drywall looking? How's it,
What can I trade you that's not, more of my flesh and blood? Corpse of a god brain? I'm sure there's something useful to do with that. Oh, they're almost slipperier than you are. I don't think you'll get any hooks in there soon.
There you go. I think I just figured out why they couldn't hear me.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, what was your answer? I'm sorry.
My answer was, oh, they're almost slipperier than you are. Don't think you'll get any hooks in there soon.
Well, I'm not slippery at all. I'm right here. So, look. You bring those three together to me. We work out a bargain. And I make this whole illithid thing go away.
Take my chances with the god brain at that price. Oh, man.
You don't trust me. I've made good on our bargains so far.
I trust you to get exactly what you want. And you'll have to trust me that I don't bargain with those. You had me over a barrel last time. This time, I was just trying to get away from a fight. Against those odds, I'll take the fight.
As you wish. You'll come around. They'll come around. I guess we'll just have to see to it that they do.
You ever decide exactly what it is I owe you for this? Jimmy waves the hourglass. You let me know.
Oh, I will. I will, Jimmy. But our time's not done yet. You and me, well, we got history to make.
It's too late to say I'd rather have a quiet life? Yeah, probably.
It'll be quiet eventually, Jimmy.
Yeah, I can't. Might be afraid of that too.
But for now, remember my offer. You'll take me up on it sooner or later.
Some things are not mine to trade. And I'd rather they suck my brain out, honestly.
What?
That's always an option. Well, in that case, I'll say this.
Hmm.
Watch whose money you pick up. That's advice for free.
Interesting. Interesting.
And with that, the eyes fade back to the normal, spooky, doe-eyed donkey look that you were used to.
Okay. Jimmy will pat the almond milk. It's a good boy. I know it's a hard job.
Wouldn't it be donkey-eyed?
Well, doe-eyed's a descriptive term, but
If a human can be doe-eyed, why not a donkey?
yeah. Yeah, it startles a little when you pat it.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I was surprised by the sudden appearance of the angler while reconnoitering the room for threats. I suppose I saw no threats, apart from the obvious.
No.
I'd say that spoiled the day, but it's not like it was going to be a great one anyways.
The angler's a joy to speak to. What do you mean?
It's good to know exactly who has you dead to rights.
And the angler did give you a hint.
It is a good hint, yes. And it is an enlightening one, as Jimmy was not at all suspicious from that angle. But I think when we come back around, he might do a little looking in.
There we go.
For the moment, though, I'm wiped from the day, I won't lie. Anybody want to do anything fancy? Or if not, I might nominate that we call the session.
It's a fair place, too.
I'm just gonna try to get myself back into a level emotional state.
Mm-hmm. All good.
Back to center.
All right, then. Well, unless anyone has any other quips or qualms or concerns, we will call it here for the night. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Back in 1 week for Karen. Monday? What are we doing Monday? Is it Star Wars Monday?
Nah. Wait, no, other Star Wars. Yeah, it might be.
Okay. Yeah,
Wait, isn't Star Wars still on Friday and then Conan is on alternating Mondays?
There's
That's right.
secret second Star Wars now, though.
Oh.
But it's not played here, right? That's with the Featherfall guys.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, our Conan will be this Monday, I think.
Yeah, Featherfall Tabletops, Star Wars, the Thura game is on Thursday.
All right.
There we go. Conan, Jewel, and Karen next week. Look, Ginkgo knows the schedule better than I do.
Ginkgo's on top of it, man.
About that life.
You, because I am dying. I'm doing something on Friday and I just can't remember what it is.
Well, we will get it worked out. Come into our Discord. We do have a calendar that Chance updates sometimes.
Yes. It is reliable even when we are not.
Yeah, it does keep the same pattern regardless, so you should be good. But yeah, we will be back soon. Thank you guys for joining us. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.